the man behind, it's definitely a man. The man who invented body cam footage. It's 100%. It's the greatest Joe Rogan joke of all time. There's just not many female inventors and everything else. You haven't invented a lot of shit. But no. Dude, whoever invented body cam footage makes these things. Can you imagine, like, we're just listening to some Joe Jabroni loser, like, reading the case report about a corrupt sheriff realizing he's being arrested?
Yeah, it just
that'd be horrible. All right, it's much more fun watching the corrupt sheriff realize he's being arrested.
It's borderline terrifying watching.
Dude, oh my God, body cam footage. First of all, yes, okay. Body cam footage of cops arresting cops. Yeah. Double yes.
Holy
okay.
shit.
These things, like, I go through phases watching these, true crime YouTube attempts at true crime.
I have a sickness now because of you.
You're welcome.
This is literally the only thing I listen to, and it's.
Thankfully, I don't have a addictive personality. I'm able to kick these things really fast. I have micro addictions. It's way healthier.
I have long-term addictions.
Fucking these videos though. Whenever it's cop on cop action, it's like girl on girl. It's fucking insane, dude.
It's fucking hot.
It's fucking hot. You're seeing one cop from one jurisdiction go to another cop in another jurisdiction and say, "Hey, whoa, under sheriff, I'm an actual sheriff. So step aside while I arrest your fucking boy. Dude, I'm gonna put your boy down. I'm bringing him downtown. We already are downtown, sir. I'm taking him to another part of town that I run, my downtown."
I don't think I've ever been this anxious watching one of these things, just waiting for I thought guns were going to be ablaze.
I wanted it to happen, dude. When they came back day 2 and their SWAT team, I'm like, holy shit.
And that one guy put his fucking hand up to the oh my God, dude.
Dude, they need more. More cops don't need like that. They need less about just fucking bullshit of like, yeah, no, she appears dead. Maybe an abusive boyfriend, perhaps. Let's see who she was dating. Instead of that, every week it should be a lot more inter-conflict between departments and jurisdictions and more about corrupt stuff. Way more interesting, all right? And it's like, the fact that cop shows can even be boring is kind of insane, considering it's like they're running around they're playing cops and robbers all day. That shit's awesome. Why is your show so boring? Because you gotta focus on more crazy shit like that, more body cam footage and more, 70-year-old sheriffs getting arrested by other sheriffs.
And honestly, when you're an officer, you're on the risk of. I think 90% of people would probably just be diffused because a cop shows up.
Right.
There's that 10% that's gonna get more wild up and cause shit immediately.
Hell yeah.
And you don't know what dice you're rolling until you walk in that situation.
Dude, and then when it's two sets of cops, it's like it's like when two kids get in a fight and the parents start fighting. It's like now the kids are no longer fighting. They're just like, whoa, what happened here? This is nuclear. It's. Who breaks it up?
Yeah,
the authority to break it up is the cops. Two drunk guys get in a fight on the boardwalk. Who breaks it up? The cops. What happens when it's two drunk cops fighting on the boardwalk? The people break it up? Is that the whole entire point of a citizen's arrest is? That was only factored in? Because like, well, what if we have two cops fighting? Maybe we'll do this thing called citizen's arrest. And then we just all mismanage what that is entirely.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Also, I still don't even understand that. That can't possibly be a thing that effectively works. I mean, if you say that, if you grab someone and say, I'm citizen's arresting you, you deserve to be, your throat should be slit in response legally.
What authority do you all of a sudden have?
What authority? You're going to touch me? Guess what? That's assault, brother. Okay.
Oh shit! He says citizens arrest.
Ah, fuck! I gotta. It's I'm a man of my word. So
he's like, really, fuck that.
It's like this. Everyone always says, "Oh, this is our." I was like, "Oh, when you think about it, it's just it's just a big, a big bubble we're all agreeing to be a part of. We're all just acknowledging these societal things." Like, you think we're going to extend that olive branch to citizens fucking arrest? You have another thing coming, buddy. You say you're gonna sit. It's like this. What should happen is the scene. It's this scene in Observe and Report where Ronnie goes to arrest Danny McBride's son. That's a citizen's arrest. And then the only difference is in most situations, it doesn't go. That movie actually made. That's why they didn't make $1 million like Paul Blart Mall Cop, because they sent the wrong message. They told people, no. Go do citizen's arrest, and you'll just manage to beat up all the gangbangers and just be good to go. Instead of just dying. The rightful outcome for you pulling, I'm citizen arresting you.
Yeah, Paul Blart.
Okay, I'm citizen murdering you.
Paul Blart Mall Cop.
I can tell that you really need to get that, because Paul, what are you talking about Paul Blart Mall Cop, Robbie? What do you got in there?
I don't got it.
No, come on, it sounded really good.
Shut up,
it sounded great. What were you going to say?
Shut up, Alex. Don't push me.
What were you going to say?
I don't even remember this.
Okay, now you're just being now you're making it worse. Paul Blart Mall Cop. You do remember, so you're a goddamn liar. You're a pathetic little liar.
Because you make me feel bad about myself.
You should feel bad about yourself. That's what I said. We need a little more shame in the world, you fucking loser.
I remember what you said the lead to this, but I was going to say...
What a fucking surprise. Robbie doesn't know what Alex said.
Because you let me talk, Gavin.
He only knows what Robbie wants to say.
You said that
I guess I'll say my
the
thing
reason
now.
Observer reported bringing the money back, like Paul Barkhoff did. So I was gonna say is that made everyone just fucking laugh how dumb it was. Whereas Observer report made people think they could go take on gang guys, and led to a lot of deaths out there. It wasn't even remotely funny.
Right.
Thanks for making me say it. 'Cause it was fucking stupid.
What
Why
a
did you just let me
loser
not
you
say it
are,
like I
dude.
wanted to?
Because that's a get out of jail free card, man. All right, I'll start respecting get out of jail free cards when we start respecting citizens' arrests more. Okay,
That's fair.
We don't live in that time yet. Maybe
Look,
our
the time
children's
starts
children.
now. You have to start letting me get
shut
that.
up. Stop. For a second, you were kind of funny. Okay,
That was still funny. You're just jealous that was funny for a second.
Yep, you're right. I just said, I can't let him be funny for a second. I don't know, man. Those cop things, though. I don't know. I like the raw authenticity of them just uploading it, just like but it feels it's a little whorish. At least Investigation Discovery has a little bit of editing and some story and some coverage, and so they actually wrap it up instead of just cutting to black in the middle of the guy getting arrested. And like, I guess that's the end of the footage. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know.
Yeah, that was the best part. Not finding out why he was getting arrested in the first place.
Yeah, I thought it's always one or the other. It's fucking bullshit. Okay, it's never both. Okay, it's never fucking It's just never both. You can never get it where you get to see the actual body cam footage of the arrest and then the interrogation. It's always, you got to pick or choose. We happen to have the interrogation footage or we happen to have the body cam footage, okay? And then one day, in one realm, when we live in the Minority Report situation, we'll actually be able to see the crime and the actual murder happens. So, like, see, you did do it, but we stopped you from doing it. So then those YouTube videos will be fucking off the charts where they have the actual body cam footage, the interrogation footage, and the actual murder footage that never actually happened. Those interrogations would be fucking wild. I wasn't going to do it. Who's that then? That movie should have been a lot more about that and a lot less about Colin Farrell running around trying to catch Tom Cruise.
It's just been about the jury aspect and trials of those who got arrested. It's
No, I mean, that would have been better too. I just meant like it really should have only been about like basically the first 15 minutes when Tom Cruise and Neil McDonough were like, we got to stop that guy from killing his wife or cheating on him. If they just kept doing that on repeat for like the rest of the 2.5 hour runtime, that would have been a sick movie. But they randomly changed it where it's, Alpha from The Walking Dead and Tom Cruise in like a cabin, like it's the Cider House rules, and Colin Farrell's like, they're nearby. I can get them. I don't know. That movie is like, starts off like, this is going to be fucking sick. And you keep watching and like, well, I've progressively cooled over this entire idea.
It's not so sick anymore. It's actually kind of lame.
But those YouTube videos would be sick in that world.
That would be pretty insane.
They'd have like I said, you'd have the whole entire product. That's all we're missing. Instead of getting one of the three, like imagine getting a fucking Neapolitan ice cream and it's just vanilla. Like what the hell? This isn't what I paid for. This is bullshit. But at least then in the future, you'll get to have all three sides of the same coin, as they always say.
That makes so much sense. That was hilarious.
Thanks, man.
No problem. I have nothing to say.
What if there's a fucking surprise?
I lost
Well,
that
Alex, you
before.
spent 8 minutes talking. You might as well spend
Well,
another.
it's hard to pick up the pieces after the 8 minutes of talking because with a few little moments where I tried to intercut something.
Not intercut. The ones where you try to hostily take over the ship and just talk.
Hostile takeover. What?
I meant to say Paul Blart, but Mallrats came out. I don't know what to tell you,
Paul
man.
Blart Mallrats. Now you sound like me. I don't know, dude.
Good one. Come on, give me something. Take your time.
Let me think.
You can do this.
Fantasy football.
No,
that's
God,
what
you're
I'm
so
talking
annoying.
About.
It's so hard being me. You think it's hard being you?
Yeah, sometimes.
You know how hard it is to be the what movie is that where the mom's complaining about the dad always being the fun dad? She just looks like the villain. It's probably pretty much every movie ever. But what movie
it's
is
Leslie Mann and Paul Rudd in This Is 40.
Yeah, that's not it.
Okay, it's not that.
It's definitely not that movie. It's every other movie in the world but that one, actually. It's actually the only movie that it couldn't possibly be. It's some movie or TV. It's definitely not. See, you say dumb shit like this, and you say with such confidence, and it's ridiculous. Oh, it's definitely that. 100%. That's not that at all. Oh, I guess it wasn't that at all, actually.
Taking a shot in the dark. I thought maybe for once it would have been
okay.
right.
You shot the wrong direction, buddy.
Yeah.
Okay? That was an errant miss. What movie is it? You threw me off so much. All I can think about is Leslie Mann, man. It's not a bad thing, but it's not the right thing. I don't know. There's some goddamn movie in which the mother always complains about how she always just look at the bed. It's some movie where it's like
I can picture it in my head too. You're right. When I said the Leslie
it's
Mann
not
thing,
that movie. It's one of those things where the mother takes on a new job and then she's like, "You're the fun dad." She's the hard. I'm always the hard ass.
It's Sally Field with Robin Williams in the opening Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yeah.
That time it's it. I'm telling you,
That's
I
not what
got
I'm
it this
thinking
time.
either.
Think about it. He's throwing the
I know what
party
you're
for
talking
that
about.
one Lawrence brother.
That's similar, but it's not that.
It's absolutely it.
It's,
Okay.
but it's not.
Okay, you know, and I gave you 2, man.
No, you give me
it's your
one.
Turn. It's your turn. Okay.
I don't know. Okay. All I was gonna say is that you think it's hard being you. Okay, you think it's hard fucking being on the receiving. You know how hard it is to raise my hand to smack you down every time. You know how much energy it takes to raise that hand up and just strike you. It's a lot harder to be me. Okay, you're talking about my face hurts, right? What about my hand? Okay.
Well, hold on a second. I have a
his hand
compromise.
bruised my face. Maybe your face bruised my hand. Okay.
I mean, yeah, that is an argument there. But hold on, listen to this idea, okay? You're saying you raise your hand to stop me when I'm about to start saying things, right? So,
Right.
But then you get mad at me when I can't talk after that 8-minute thing. Don't raise your hand next time. I'll fill up some dead air time, and your 8 minutes expands to 24 minutes.
Yeah.
That sounded like
when
she's
she's
partnership.
Does partnership involve talking over me? Is that what you're saying? Is that how partnership works? In your professional opinion? You stupid little piece of shit. You meaningless douchebag.
The floor is yours now.
Floor is mine now? Yeah, well, let's see. So at 8 minutes, we attempted to turn it over to Robbie. I talked to about 11 minutes, and then from about 11:15 to 11:20, Robbie spoke and said, all right, back to you.
Dude, how the fuck do you spin reality to that degree? What is going on inside your head? You think that's
you're
how
sulky,
things
my
just
arms
occurred
are
right
tired,
now?
man.
Dude, you're absolutely fucking... I thought this was a bit all this time where you do this shit. You're clearly insane.
You're right. Here's Robbie's moment of glory. Tell me how insane I am.
Well, you know what? I had that little moment of glory for a second, but then you did this cool thing where you did that condescending tone, and I'm not strong enough to fight against it. And
You were that guy who's like, no, I'm gonna fuck on camera, and then until you get to fuck on camera, like, oh my god, just fucking work, you son of a bitch. You were working earlier. Is that you? Is that you right now?
Yeah, that's me to a T. You scared me.
So they hit record, and it's like, god damn it, you betrayed me, you son of a bitch.
Yeah, he's not reliable.
Yeah, he's not reliable.
Yeah, bro.
Nice. Yeah, bro. Yeah.
I tried to talk about the fantasy football thing. That could have been the rest of this conversation.
Yep.
We could have had a half crime investigation, half
Weren't you the
fantasy
guy who's
football
obsessed with the Weren't you the guy who says you have an addiction you can't kick of watching these things? You don't have anything to add to the conversation, but just saying, yeah, dude. Speaking of that cop on cop action and these, investigative discovery, cop footage, interrogations. Speaking of those things I'm obsessed with, here's fantasy football. That's sick. What a brilliant leadoff, man.
I haven't listened to him in a while. I know I started off saying I've been obsessed with that, but then I switched listening to like weird cult shit. It's not the same thing.
Okay,
I started
what's
listening
that
to this
like?
weird conspiracy stuff. Well, the last one I listened to was about fucking mermaids. It's not
You're
even.
such a
they're
fucking
so
loser.
bad. Okay, the cop ones were all the same crime
Dude,
after a while.
I think take it as a compliment, dude. Your ability to remind me of how much of a loser you are in such a regular way
Well, hold on. Okay,
is ridiculous. Man, I ask these questions. I'm like, oh, you're listening to some cult stuff? Like what? And then you hit me with, some mermaid shit, dude. Not in a million years did I anticipate under any possible conceivable way of thinking about how the situation could have gone. I could have never in a million years said, wait a minute, he's gonna say some mermaid cult. What do you mean some mermaid cult?
The mermaids and the cults were unrelated.
Okay, so then why'd you say it?
I said listening to some cult stuff and some unexplained
and some
mysteries,
mermaid stuff
things.
So
like one of which was mermaids.
Am I in the mood today for cult stuff or mermaid stuff? Tell me some interesting mermaid facts, Robbie.
Okay, very interesting mermaid fact. So
none, because they're not fucking real.
You got me. That was the fact.
You idiot.
No, check this shit. There actually is somewhat of a cult actually related to mermaids. In the coast of California, there's actually people that dress up as mermaids and merwomen.
So they're not. So just to clarify that, it's actually not related to mermaids because these are people in costumes.
You saw that thing yesterday on that one video we watched. That one guy had the contacts in his eyes. He's like, I know what you're thinking. Yes, I'm a mermaid. You saw it. They're among us. Okay, and
so when I saw that,
and they dress in
just to clarify, no. I don't remember the video. Was there some video where someone threw it on for a split second saying how bad TikTok is, and it showed a TikTok of someone saying they're a mermaid. Okay, when I saw that, I thought, wow, what a niche thing. There's no way anyone I associate with is at all in the loop, and there's too esoteric for any of my friends. And it turns out, no, it's right up Robbie's alley.
Yeah,
Robbie's alley of assholery. Okay.
Dude, I got my finger on the pulse, man.
They're real. The wrong pulse, okay?
No, dude, these people dress up as mermaids, and they go in these water shows, and some of them act as actually like lifeguards and like they save people and shit. And
Interesting. I think you know what I think would make my job as a lifeguard easier. Having both of my legs pedaling to save someone.
No, dude, one fin's twice as strong as two legs.
For someone who actually has the biology of,
they learn how to swim that way. I'm telling you, bro.
Interesting.
They're out there.
What is the production value on these costumes? Is this like the ones you see like for children, like those little like on the right after you go to check out? It's that last little thing hanging. Look, it's a Little Mermaid outfit. It's like it's like felt, so you can't really wear it in the pool. And it only has like 6 gems hanging off it, but it's like $2, so you want it? Is it one of those costumes? Or is this like they have fucking sewn with an actual tattoo spray gun kind of thing, body painting? One. Interesting.
Yeah, like that's an actual
and are these
silicone
people,
thing.
Do they support the physique of someone who should be perched up on a stone in the middle of the ocean? Or are these people who actually that you would think do weird shit like this?
I'm sure it's a healthy combination of both.
I'm sure it's almost none of the former and a lot of the latter. I'm thinking it's a lot of uggos.
TikTok, so we might actually have our answer.
And it's not a lot of fucking, models, because those people have their shit together and aren't dressing up as mermaids. There are some like vampires or something cool like that, something that's actually plausible and sexy.
So do you see why I panicked before and you gave up to me to bring up? Because that's the shit I was listening to.
Right. So how about this? How about you don't do weird shit like that anymore? How about you turn that part off? You don't think the personality? How about you just stop addicted to that weird shit?
I listened to crime shit for so long that they all blurred into one seamless crime. So I can remember some details for some friends, but I don't remember which one's which crime. And they all ended up ending the exact same way. Actually, no, I do remember a good one, actually. Maybe I should have said this before you gave me the floor. That would have been really cool if I could have done that.
So we can turn back time, man.
Yeah. How about we ignore the last, how much time's passed?
3 minutes.
We're going to ignore the last 3 minutes, and we're going to just say that I came up with this one. There's this girl who was 17, I believe. She was with her boyfriend. Her parents didn't like her boyfriend. Her mom was on her second marriage, and she wanted to live with her dad, and she hated her mom or whatever, and they didn't like her boyfriend. They stopped paying for her college, they kept paying for her college. She dropped out of college to do whatever the fuck she wanted to do with her boyfriend, selling drugs or some stupid shit. She got a big fight with her mom, and then all of a sudden she decides, I'm just going to kill my mom and make it like framed and blah, blah, blah. She kills her mom.
Where does this take place? I feel like we're in like the Northwest.
I believe it's the Southwest. I think it was like north.
Gross.
Yeah.
Changes the whole entire scenery, the description. Now we're in like deserts and shit. I thought we were in lush green forests. We're in the desert now? That's stupid.
Yeah, it was something like that. And so she kills the mom, and she didn't want to kill her dad or her stepdad. I think it was her stepfather that was living with her. Yeah, it was her stepfather. She didn't want to kill her stepfather, but he caught her doing it, so then she killed him. And then she tried calling the cops in a panic, thinking that like she's going to call the cops, scream on the phone, and they're going to think that she's being under attack, but the mugger or killer or whatever just got away, and she's left alone. So she cut her arm or whatever, like she had cuts or whatever.
Sure.
Calls the cops.
Very Gone Girl type shit.
Yeah. But then her stepdad, she turned out didn't kill him. He's just fucking on the ground, freaking out, screaming. So then she freaks out halfway during the call, then has to recompose herself, and then she just flees. And when they
so she's calling the cops, and as she's calling the cops in the back, and she's like, "Holy shit!"
Basically,
okay, that's pretty funny.
She doesn't say "holy shit," but she drops the whole gimmick of screaming for a second,
awesome.
like a hiccup, and then she goes right back into
Whoa!
character.
You motherfucker, sit the fuck down! And then she's like, "Wait, I didn't mute this."
And then, so she decides to just flee, I guess.
Right.
And then when they catch her, she insists that she's somebody else.
That's what a bold strategy. That's so respectable. I don't care how heinous the crimes were. That takes commitment to you. Correct, dude. You have seconds to when the ops are there. Okay, they're face to face. You have seconds to react, and the fact that she not only thought of but then had the commitment to be like, you know what? Yes, had the thought, pondered on it for a split second, and spoke it. She's like, that ain't me.
Dude, you ain't heard nothing yet, okay? It's fucking
That's not me.
bananas.
Not at all. Ask me a question.
What's your name? Are you not Alex?
I'm not, no.
You're not Alex? What's your name then?
Adam.
So you're Adam. You're not Alex.
Nope.
So her name is Alex.
That was?
Yeah, well, that was really easy. I almost believed you for a second.
You almost did.
You got me so many notes to say after
Because I believed it myself.
I think she did too. That's what made it work for her. I don't remember what her name was, but I think her fake name was Cheyenne. So I was going to say
Claudia.
Fine. Her real name is Claudia. Her fake name's Cheyenne. Okay.
Nice.
So they keep calling her Claudia. She's like, that's not my name. I'm Cheyenne. I don't know who this Claudia chick is. She killed her mom. That's fucking terrible. Who kills
told
her
her
mom?
that? Did they tell her that?
They keep saying.
Was this like a movie moment where the person says, I never told you the gloves were red. No. And then they turn around and kill the person?
No.
Or did they tell her, hey, we're looking for this bitch named Claudia who killed her mom. Is that you? She's like, nah, I'm Cheyenne. I never killed my mom. I love my mom.
No,
I love my mom.
So this cop, I guess, was a cop for, I guess this is his 3rd week because he has no idea how to perform an interrogation whatsoever. Nice. Also, unlike the thing
he goes in there, and comes back out. That was fast. He says it's not them.
Yeah, this is
Cheyenne. I asked. I said straight up, is this you? And they said no. It's like, I don't know. I guess we should keep looking. Get your ass back in there. What the hell is wrong with you?
So the reason they caught her is because she was wandering around at some like Rite Aid or something.
I never understand that either. I don't understand people on the run are always in public spots. It's like, you know what? Spend the afternoon in a field.
Yep.
Okay? Don't go to a plaza.
Get some you time.
Okay? Go to a field. You know what? Go to a field, find some random group of like teenagers on bicycles and say, "Hey guys, I'll give you $500. I'll give you $100 now. Spend the $100. Go buy some shit for me. Come back over. I'll give you $500. Okay?" And then they come back. You beat the shit out of them because they're teenagers.
Get your $100 back. Take their bikes.
You take their bikes. Now you have to go on the fucking road and get out of there. Okay? Now the cops will be like, "There's no way they can possibly connect it." These kids are describing the person. But why would this person who just did all this white collar crime go beat up these teenagers
for no reason?
Now there's a whole Peyton's freaking out. They're probably put that on the back burner and go more with this kid thing. Now you're going the other way. They look left. You go right. Really easy.
Did
she do that?
I taught you that.
Did she do that?
No.
Oh, she did the rookie mistake of going to Rite Aid.
She went to Rite Aid. She went to Rite Aid. Had the blood
go to
of
pop
her.
shop. Remember Echo Pharmacy?
Yeah,
I wouldn't get arrested there. Well, I wouldn't have gotten arrested going there. You know why? Because it's not Rite Aid. All right, there's no fucking snitches over there like at Rite Aid. Your local pharmacy
cares.
Yeah, your local pharmacy cares. Okay, they're like, dude, you need something? You seem a little stressed. All right, and listen, I'm not supposed to give you like what they call opium, but like you seem really stressed out. That's what the local pharmacies are all about. Okay,
they call it opium. I call it a little relaxation.
Yeah, okay. Your local pusher man's a lot better if you're than some big corporate company like Rite Aid or CVS or Walgreens.
So they have her surveillance footage of her at the Rite Aid, and she has blood on her clothing. Not hers, theirs. And
wait, whose? Her mom's?
The people she killed. Her mom and her stepfather.
Okay, that makes way more sense.
And
she didn't change?
No, so some lady at the Rite Aid
even that dumb
clothing.
TV show that Peter Krause did, Adam Braverman, Nate Fisher.
Dirty Sexy Money?
No, the other show he did.
The Chase?
Yeah. Even that one opened up where he was doing that stupid ass, I'm robbing Doug Scholar from Desperate Housewives. And he was walking, like, as he was walking, the slow motion, like, take off my blazer, throw a cap on, have a shirt that's reversible, kick off my sneakers. I'm actually wearing flip-flops out of my pocket.
Yep.
This bitch goes around the country with her fucking, hey, look at my butt, look at my flare.
Well, she claimed it was animal blood or some weird shit.
Yeah, what animals you hunting, princess?
I just play with dead animals. It's something we do. I'm deranged. I don't know.
That makes you think you're the serial killer.
No, not me.
That's some serial killer shit.
I'm Cheyenne. That's Claudia. And some woman bought her clothes to change into,
and she thought she'd take her. She's like, you know what? Thanks for the clothes. I'll put these on later.
I think
it feels weird changing my clothes in the middle of the day like that.
I think that's what happens. I'm pretty sure she had the bloody clothes on her while they were interrogating
That's
her.
sick.
Unlike the sheriff one we watched.
Oh, I'll tell you about the one where I watched this one of this, just completely off topic. There's just this disgusting pig. And he was just rubbing his balls. Yeah. That guy was a piece of shit, lunatic, scumbag, fuckface, no good, zero talent, asshole, moron. But more power to him for grabbing his balls and then shaking a cop's hand. And then there's a moment where you see the cop. Now, the new cop who just entered the room, see him touch his balls, and you see him thinking, like, did he touch his balls before I shook his hands, too? Sure, that guy might got, 25 years to life, but that fucking cop is never looking at his hands again. No, every time he touches his wife at home, he's like, God damn it.
That guy's a true criminal. The mind games that cop has to deal with the rest of his life.
That's wild.
Unlike the cop one we just watched where they didn't tell us anything in the interrogation, this chick's interrogation was like a 3-hour video of this guy just interjecting shit and like playing back the footage so we could hear this other stuff.
Right.
So the rookie cop is trying to get her to confess for her, and it basically does the whole my cousin Vinny thing. He's like, I know you shot the clerk.
I shot the clerk?
You just said
I shot the clerk?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. You shot the clerk?
I shot the clerk.
I'm in here getting a goddamn confession.
Whoa, wait a minute!
I don't know the cop's lines, obviously. But so they basically do that, and the young cop basically just says to her, "We know you killed your mother," and she goes, "What? That's terrible. What? That's really disgusting. You're gonna accuse me of killing my mother?"
No, that's so crazy. You're accusing me of killing Claudia's mother. I don't even know Claudia.
She's like, "What kind of sick person kills their mom?" That's all she's doing the whole time.
I love my mom, and then they're like, "Yeah, call her. She's away."
But this cop dude got so frustrated for like also this video is 3 hours. This went on for like 7 hours, 8 hours talking to this chick, and she did not break once.
That's sick. Good for her.
About around an hour.
Horrible person. You know what? There's there's always. I'm not saying you just because you're a bad person doesn't mean you can't be a good actor. Okay, you can still be a good actor.
Everybody has their
a lot
qualities.
of good actors trying to be horrible people. Doesn't mean they weren't good actors. It means they're horrible at the whole. When they're not acting, they happen to act like pieces of shit.
If you're gonna be that terrible at something, you have to be equally as good at something else.
If only all actors who were pieces of shit were method actors. And just like booked like really consistent like a 10-year-long show. You know, that's the problem. They're always movie stars. If they were meth actors doing TV for 10 years, they're like, oh gosh, I wish I could do these heinous, terrible acts, but my character wouldn't do those things. Yeah, nope, gotta go to work.
So around like a half hour in, this cop starts fucking getting so frustrated. He's like, "Listen, you stupid fucking idiot!" I know, and he's cursing her out. He's degrading her.
Is that proper police procedure?
No, and the guy that does the narrations kept saying how it's not proper procedure.
I feel like that's
not sure why the
whole
other cops
case
just
thrown
letting
out.
him do that.
Maybe he's like, Jesus Christ, I've never even seen Dave curse before. This is a lot. I think honestly, I think he's been holding together for quite a while, and this Cheyenne girl really unfortunately is on the receiving end of a very, very, very mismanaged person.
Yeah, honestly, if she didn't have the blood on her, they probably could have gotten it thrown out with how he was treating her.
Yeah, look at me, David Garbin, stealing TVs. That could be anybody.
He starts cursing her out, and she holds her.
Does he do the whole entire, does he do the LA Confidential Russell Crowe chair break?
No, but he gets close.
And he pulls the pistol and just shoots bang, 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 bang. You want the Russian roulette? Bang, 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 bang.
I don't think he had a gun on him, but if he did, if he had the
He
gun
goes
on
to
him,
play
he
Russian
definitely
roulette with a
would've done
fucking Glock, and he just shoots her. He's like, oh, fuck, I forgot there's no... Oh, shit.
I took the safety off. Fucking, she holds her composure the entire time while she's just being this psychotic bitch lying straight about how she didn't kill anybody with no issues. She never breaks once. She's so convincing. I'm thinking, guys, Cheyenne didn't fucking do it.
Right.
Claudia's
That's
out
the crazy
there.
part. When you're watching some of these things, and you're like, I know the outcome, but maybe it's one of those things where it's like, maybe it's more of like a metaphorical, this person got captured and killed. Maybe it's more of like the person they were was captured, but they came out in the clean and unscathed. Not 10 times out of 10, it always turns out the title is very direct. That person is in fact a monster, and they are going to jail. But to start a lot of those things, they usually fall apart eventually. But when they're going strong, when they haven't lost the interrogation yet, you think, are they telling the truth?
I know. Fucking, I
saw one of a cop where a cop went down to a cop, it was a cop Comic-Con. It's a Cop Con.
That's really a thing.
Maybe, I don't know. I guess it was a cop event. He went to Cop Con in like North Carolina. I think he was from South Carolina. Ooh. And him and his partner went. And then the hotel staff came into the room at 3 a.m. from noise complaints and saw him on top of his partner's dead body, beating him to death or whatever.
Wow.
And then the next day he was like, I didn't do that. You're mistaken. And then I was like, maybe I am mistaken. He kept saying how close him and his partner were.
That's what I don't like about those videos, because they all have the title saying exactly what happened. So you can't have that moment of going, maybe the cops got the wrong person. I get this isn't entertainment, but it's entertainment.
Right.
Let me be entertained, please, and just entertain me.
Yeah, no, I agree with that.
That one guy's channel is called Entertain Us or some shit.
It is,
that.
yeah. And not to mention too, whatever you're viewing, you want to be of the utmost quality.
Exactly.
You don't want to ever be bored with what you're watching. So like, at the very least, it could be a little entertaining.
Exactly.
You have to learn about cop procedure. That's the useful information.
I'm surprised that there's no like laws saying this stuff can't be online, because I'm learning a lot.
Right.
Like if I ever do commit a crime, I know how to not talk myself into it.
Don't say a word ever.
Exactly.
Don't ever say anything.
Whereas before listening to this shit, I would have given myself up in 5 seconds for something I didn't even do. I could have been out of the country.
To bring you back down to reality, this is because it's basically the equivalent of being like, I've been doing a lot of Forza recently. I feel like I could probably drift a car right now. It's kind of that thing right here. I'm going to bring it back down and say, I'm pretty sure, pretty positive, push comes to shove. Mm-hmm. I don't think you're going to be so cool as a cucumber in that interrogation chair. Even with all this knowledge. I think all that knowledge, the things you already barely hold on to in general, is going to be well lost.
What's the evidence of that exactly? Because, there's been times where, like, you definitely put the ball in my court, and I was taking 3-pointers.
Right.
At no point did I knock out of bounds unintentionally, or just missed the hoop entirely.
This response
Never
here is missing the hoop a little bit. Feels like a travel. Feels like taking too many steps.
I'm waiting for you to talk again, but you don't understand when the ball's being passed to you. So, I think I do just fine in an interrogation. I think I just proved that. I'm cool as a
I think all the cop has to do is not talk to you for 5 seconds. You'd be like, I thought he would have responded like, I thought after that he would have been like, well, Robbie, you've outsmarted me. But he didn't say that, so, and you just keep talking.
Well, I'm glad that we did this little exercise.
Now you
really
know.
just proved to me, because I'm thinking how smart I am, and
Right.
I would have just not stopped talking.
And it turns out that person doesn't respond back the way, because in your head, when you're thinking about how you survived the interrogation, of course, you have all the cops' questions, and then the answers back to you, then you have then they respond the way that you want them to. So you'll say something cool.
Exactly.
You'll say something cool like, I don't know, would I? You think, and in your head, the cop's like, oh shit. I don't know, sir. But in actuality, he'd be like, I don't know, would you, you fucking little weasel? You'd be like, yeah, sorry, yes. I did it. I did all of it. I did everything. I did them all. It's all me.
Yeah, so we never actually got a chance to ask him. He was so nervous he didn't stop
What
talking.
happens with Cheyenne and Claudia?
Oh, she got arrested. She got sentenced to 18 in life or whatever. However the song says.
I think it's 25 in life.
The song's called 18 in life. What?
What song were you talking about?
What song are you talking about?
Talking about the Eminem song.
I was talking about the Skid Row song.
Different strokes for different folks, man.